in previous lecture, we have discussed about the 2 wattmeter method of three-phase power measurement. Now, in this lecture, we will solve some numerical questions based on this concept. So here it is the first question. In a 2 wattmeter method, the power measured was 30 kilowatt at 0.7 power factor lagging. Find the reading of each wattmeter. So let's see the solution. Here in this question, the total power is given as P is equal to 30 kilowatt. That is the total power. And we know that the formula of the power is three-phase power is root 3 PL IL cos phi. In this question, the value of power factor is also given. Power factor, it is cos phi and it is 0.7 lagging. Lagging means the nature of the load is resistive inductive. So here we can also conclude the nature of the load is RL type load. So from the power relation, here we can write the VL-IL is equal to P upon root 3 into cos phi that we have obtained from this relation. The active power in a three-phase circuit is root 3 VL-IL cos phi. So the VL-IL can be written as P upon root 3 into cos phi. Here the value of P is 30 kilowatt. So 30 and the value of power factor is 0.7, which is given in the question. So we can find the value of VL-IL and it will be 24.7436 VA. Now, in the next step, as we know that the power factor, that is cos phi, is equal to 0.7. So the phi can be written as cos inverse 0.7 and the value of the phi will be 45.57 degree. As the nature of the load is resistive inductive, that we can see from the value of the power factor, it is given as the lagging power factor. That means the nature of the load is resistive inductive. So for resistive inductive load, we know that the reading of the first wattmeter is VL-IL cos 30 minus phi, and similarly the reading of the second wattmeter is VL-IL cos 30 plus phi. Remember, this is for the resistive inductive load. If the load was resistive capacitive, then the reading of the wattmeter will be 30 plus phi and the reading of the wattmeter 2 will be 30 minus phi. But as here the load is resistive inductive, so here it will be the relation. So now we know the value of VL-IL, we know the value of phi. So here we can write VL-IL, that is 24.7436 cos 30 minus phi, where the value of phi is 45.57 degree. So after solving, the value of W1 will be 23.8 0.35 kilowatt. So this is the reading of the first wattmeter. Similarly, the reading of the second wattmeter, that is W2, it is VLIL, that is 24.7436 into cos 30 plus 5, that is 30 plus 45.57 degree. And after solving, the value of the W2 will be 6.165 kilowatt. So the reading of the W2 is 6.165 kilowatt. To verify the answer, if we add W1 plus W2, that means 23.835 plus 6.165, then the value will be again 30 kilowatt. That is the total power of the three-phase circuit that is given in the question. So these are the reading of the 2 wattmeter. The next question is, in a 2 wattmeter method, the power measurement, one wattmeter reads 20 kilowatt and the other 5 kilowatt, where the second reading is obtained after reversing the current coil connection. To calculate the power and power factor of the load. Here we have to focus on this line, that is the second reading is obtained after reversing the current coil. If we see the connection diagram of the wattmeter in a single phase circuit, here we already seen this figure. There the current coil is connected in series, so it is here. Remember one thing, the terminals of the current coil are represented by M and L, where M is connected with the supply side and L is connected with the load side. And the pressure coil is represented by the terminal, that is C and V, where C is connected with the phase and V is connected with the neutral. So this is the general concept of the connection of current coil and the pressure coil. In this case, if the reading is obtained, then we will see the pointer of the wattmeter will move in the forward direction. Suppose this is the scale of the wattmeter, so the pointer will move in the forward direction. And depending upon the position of the pointer, we can easily read the amount of power. But if the pointer moves in the opposite side, that reading cannot be obtained from this scale. So in this particular case, what happens? The connection of the current coil has to be reversed. That means the L terminal should be connected with the phase terminal and the load terminal will be connected with the M terminal of the current coil. So this concept is called the reversing of the current coil connection. In this case, if we further read the instrument data, then we will see the pointer is moving in the forward direction. But this data is obtained after reversing the current coil connection. That means actually the reading is here, but this reading is read from this side. So this reading will be considered as a negative. So in simple words, in this question, the reading of the first wattmeter is 20 kilowatt and the reading of the second wattmeter is minus 5 kilowatt, because the reading of the second wattmeter is obtained after reversing the current coil connection. That means the value of the second wattmeter reading should be negative. So we know that the total power is the sum of two wattmeter readings. So it will be W1 plus W2. That means 20 plus minus 5, that is 15 kilowatt. So the total power of the three-phase load is 15 kilowatt in this case. This is root 3 VL IL cos phi. The second step is the power factor. We know that the phase angle can be obtained by the reading of two wattmeters by using the formula tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2, where the W1 is 20, W2 is minus 5, so it will be minus 5 multiplied by root 3 upon W1 plus W2, it will be 20 plus minus 5. So it will be tan inverse root 3 into 25 upon 15. This is the value of phi. And after solving, we'll get the value of phi as 70.9 degree. This will be the value of phi. So the power factor of the load is cos phi, that is cos 70.9 degree, and it will be 0.3272 lagging. Why the power factor is lagging? Because here we can see that the first wattmeter reading is greater than the second wattmeter reading. That means the nature of the load is resistive inductive. So for RL type of load, we have already discussed in the theory class, W1 should be greater than W2. So from this value of W1 and W2, we can easily understand the nature of the load is resistive inductive. That's why the power factor here is lagging power factor. So this is the total power of the three-phase load, and this is the power factor of the three-phase load. Now the third question. A three-phase balanced load connected across three-phase 400 volt AC supply. Draw a line current of 10 ampere. Two wattmeters are used to measure the input power, and the ratio of the two wattmeter reading is 2:1. So find the reading of each wattmeter. So let's try to solve this question. In this question, the line voltage VL is given as 400. The line current is 10 ampere. And the reading of the two wattmeters, that is W1 is to W2, it is given as 2:1. So we can write W1 by W2 is equal to 2 by 1, and that is 2. We know the phase angle phi can be written as tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. Now divide both the sides by W2. So it can be written as tan inverse root 3 W1 by W2 minus 1 upon W1 by W2 plus 1. So as we have already seen that W1 by W2 is equal to 2. So it can be written as root 3 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1. And finally, the value of phi will obtain will be 30 degrees. So this is the value of phi. Now, the reading of the first wattmeter W1. First of all, you have to identify what is the nature of the load here. From the reading of the ratio of two wattmeters, it can be seen that W1 is to W2 is equal to 2 is to 1. That means the reading of the first wattmeter is greater than the reading of the second wattmeter. So definitely the nature of the load is RL type. And for RL load, the reading of the first wattmeter is given by VL IL cos 30 minus phi, where VL is 400 given in the question, IL is 10 cos 30 minus phi. Phi we have calculated, it is 30. So after solving, we will get the value of W1 as 4000 watt, or it can be written as 4 kilowatt. So this is the reading of the first wattmeter. Similarly, for RL load, the second wattmeter reading is given by VL IL cos 30 plus phi. So it is 400 into 10 into cos 30 plus 30, and after solving we will get the value of W2 as 2000 watt, or it can be written as 2 kilowatt. So this is the reading of second wattmeter. So this is the complete solution of this question. The next question is, a balanced star connected inductive load is connected to a 400 volt 50 Hz AC supply. Two wattmeters are used to measure the power, indicate 8000 watt and 4000 watt respectively. Determine the line current, impedance of each phase, power factor, resistance and inductance of each phase. So let's see the solution. First of all, the given data are the nature is RL type. So the load is resistive inductive. The line voltage is given as 400 volt. Frequency is 50 Hz. And the readings of the two wattmeters is 8000 watt, and reading of the second wattmeter is 4000 watt respectively. We know that the sum of two wattmeter readings gives the total power. So it can be written as 8000 plus 4000. So we can write root 3 VL IL cos phi is equal to 12,000 watt, because the active power of a three-phase circuit is root 3 VL cos phi. Now, the value of phi, let's find the phase angle. Tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. So it will be tan inverse root 3 8000 minus 4000 upon 8000 plus 4000. If we solve this, we will get the value of phi as 30 degree. After solving, we will get the value of phi as 30 degree. Therefore, we can find the power factor. It is cos phi, that is cos 30 degree, and it should be 0.866 lagging. As the nature of the load is resistive inductive, that's why the power factor will be lagging. Now, from this relation, that is P is equal to root 3 VLIL cos phi, we can find the value of line current, that is IL. So it can be written as 12,000, that is the active power, upon root 3 into VL, it is 400 into cos phi, and we have already calculated the value of power factor, that is 0.866. So after solving, the value of IL will get is 20 ampere. Here in this question, the nature of the load is star connected. It is already given in the question, and we know that in a star connected system, the line current and the phase currents are equal. Therefore, the value of the phase current will also be equal to 20 ampere. But the phase voltage is the line voltage upon root 3. So it is 400 upon root 3, and we will get the value as 230.94 volts. This is the phase voltage. Therefore, we can find the impedance per phase. The phase impedance will be phase voltage upon phase current. It will be 230.94 upon the phase current here is 20 ampere. So the impedance will be 11.55 ohms. From the impedance triangle, we can find the resistance per phase, where we know that the resistance is equal to Z cos phi. Z means impedance per phase, that is 11.55, and cos phi, that is the power factor, 0.866. And after solving, the value of resistance will be 10 ohms. Similarly, the inductive reactance per phase is Z phase sin phi. So Z is 11.55, and phi we have already calculated, that is 30 degree. So it will be sin 30 degree. And the value of XL per phase we will get is 5.775 ohms. The inductive reactance is also represented as 2 pi FL, and it is 5.775. From there, we can find the value of inductance per phase. It is 5.775 upon 2 pi into F, where the frequency is 50 Hz given, and the value of inductance per phase will be 0.01838 Henry, or it can be written as 18.38 millihenry. So the resistance per phase is 10 ohms and inductance per phase is 18.38 millihenry. The other values are the line current is 20 ampere, we have calculated. Impedance per phase, that is the Z phase, is 11.55 ohms. Power factor we have already calculated, 0.866 lagging, and the resistance and inductance per phase of the three-phase load. So this is the complete solution of this question. Thank you.